we got this camper home, and I aired up all the tires, like 65 pounds. They were only 45, so they were squatting pretty good when I hooked the boat up to them. There's a few things that I had to figure out on this thing, and I had to stop over to RCD because I couldn't figure it out. And I'm going to show you real quick here. So anyways, I couldn't find out where to check the depth level. How much depth was in there, because obviously it's diesel and needs depth. And the other thing was I could not find the dipstick. So I get the book out and I'm looking, and the dipstick is optional. And I'm like, well, what is this? And they said that on the console here, on the console display, there's a place to check the level. So I'm like pushing on everything, swipping, you know, doing all this. I can't find it. I come over here, it's not in anything in here. So I had to stop at RCD. Well, what happened is you hit this, you hit a second time, and you see the little red dot there? So I'm hitting everything here trying to get that dot to move, and it doesn't move. So what you have to do, you just slide your finger. You just slide your finger on that thing. So I finally figured that out, okay? But I went through all of this and I could not find where to check my oil level. And even in the book it says it prefers you to use this gauge, electronic oil check, versus the dipstick. But this thing doesn't even have a dipstick, and I never heard of that before. But anyways, I couldn't find the oil level, so I stopped at RCD. So, you know, the guy went the same thing. He went through all of this and couldn't find it. Well, here, come to find out, there's another little home button, and once you're in the menu, well, like if you're right here, okay, so you got to hit the home button, and then if you slide your finger on this little button thing right there, you just slide your finger back and forth. Let's go to service. So then you click on the button. Okay, one message. Okay, additive depth. So then you get on the depth and you push it, and it shows how much depth you have. Okay, and then you hit it again. Well, you hit back, and you go down here a little bit more to engine oil level. So that's how you check your engine oil on this beast. There is no dipstick, but that's where you go to see how your level. And it says something about you check it after it runs like 30 minutes to get the most accurate level. And I don't think it said it had to be stopped, so it must just know. Anyways, whatever monitors that. But anyways, that's where the engine oil level and all that stuff is. So if you buy one of these things, and I couldn't figure it out, it was making me crazy. It's basically the dipstick. What doesn't have a dipstick? Okay, so I wanted to bring that up to you because, you know, I'm pretty goofy about knowing everything about everything. So yeah, the tires only had 45 pounds in it, so I put them all up to 65 all four around. It's kind of nice here, somebody put extensions on there, these little extension things, so you can get your back tire, you can get it aired up and check the pressure. So we got that all going. So we're going to throw the boat on here, and we're going to go to the truck stop, and we're going to weigh it, and I'm going to see how close I am to the specs that it gives me. It says I think I can't be over, I can't remember. I'll tell you, we'll look it up on the way there. I think I've missed my window for going fishing anymore. It's gotten pretty cold, and I was just going to run it over to Buckeye Lake, but they started letting the lake down a couple days ago. And what that means is the lake, literally Buckeye Lake's only 4 feet deep, and then they let 2 foot of water out of there. So, or it might be 5 foot deep, they let 2 foot out, it's only 3 foot. So it's not even enough you can take a boat out on. Not any boat of any size besides a little, metal boat. So we're gonna hook this dude up, we're gonna run the truck stop, and we're gonna weigh it. So, and I know it's gonna put this camper at its maximum all around. I mean, literally, I'm not gonna be able to put gas in this thing. I mean, not gas, but I can't fill the water tank. I mean, I can put enough water in there to go to the bathroom, whatever, but I'm not going to be able to fill the water tank up. And we're going to weigh it, cross our fingers. And I actually stopped over and weighed the camper already. Actually, when I test drove it, I took it over and weighed the camper. All right, so stay tuned. I got to move my red truck so I can get it out of here. And off we go to the weigh station. Okay, so I'm ready to back up and hook the boat up. And the backup camera is pretty good. Let's see here. Now I got to get over a little bit. Not too much of that funky angle. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. How good. There we go. Got away from the sun. It was a little hard to see because of the sun. Make sure I'm not going to hit anything. Okay, so right here's my ball. I don't know if you can see that little thing right there. That's the back of the camper. So there's my ball. So let's see if we can guide this in there pretty close. I didn't know how this would be being so far away. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, I'm turning the wrong way. All right, let's try this again. I'm looking at the camera and it's like opposite. Yeah, it is opposite. I gotta turn opposite what I think. I'm not gonna hit anything. Let's see. And I'm still not there yet. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to this camera. It's different than the one that's on my truck. It's definitely different. Definitely different. Okay, now we're getting there. Okay, we're close. Alright, let's try that right there. Alright, so if you can see, let's see how close we are. So it's not terrible. It's actually better than I thought. I didn't think I'd be able to see from that far away. Alright, so there we go. That's pretty darn close from a camera that's clear up there on the back. It should drop right down on there, no problem. Yep, there we go. It doesn't squat this thing too much. I showed you before. Okay, so let me get this all hooked up. Then we're going to get down the road to the truck stop. We're pretty close. There's not a truck stop not too far away. And we're going to give it away. I did notice on that first little test pull I didn't have this all the way up, and I need to make sure I get that all the way up because there's not. It was actually down another couple inches, and it was pretty close when I was coming in the driveway, as far as it hitting the ground. All right, so I think we're ready to roll. Okay. All right, we're gonna be off. had this thing on the highway. I mean, we did 55. We might jump out on the highway for a minute when we're coming back from weighing it. There you go. But anyways, this thing pulls this thing like a champ. So basically what we have basically a full tank of gas in here. And then, you know, there's no water or anything, obviously. And then the boat, there's not a whole lot of gas in it. There's a little bit, but so we're going to see what the numbers look like, and then take it down the highway for maybe 5 miles on our way back. All right, so what do you think, Mrs. Ready Eddie? Can you believe it?
No.
Yeah, and get this, guys. Last night, I'm trying to edit videos, and I've just learned how to edit the videos. And last night we finished eating dinner, and I'm like, I gotta go edit videos. I'm working. She goes, oh no, the dinner dishes and stuff and the mess. But I told her, I said, honey, I just bought you a camper. I should have a free pass for life as far as cleaning up after dinner. That should be handed off to you now, right? She goes, no, I don't think so.
This is no.
So much for my free pass for life for buying her a camper. Well, I played them cards wrong. I thought I was going to be out all this stuff because I started editing videos, and that takes a lot of time. But nope, she wasn't buying it.
You still want to eat, have to eat, right?
Yeah, I still eat.
Okay.
So anyways, I guess I lost that.
We're a team.
I was anticipating my duties getting less since I'm editing videos now, but let's show them the button. Okay, so we found a button in the dash that controls this camera, because I was trying to get a setting up here that would keep the back camera on so we could watch the boat while we're driving, and there was no way to do it from here, but on this, no, I guess it's just going.
Oh, I moved it.
So let's see if it stays on once you put it on there. Because it'd be nice to have that up while you're towing the boat. If you wanted to leave it on, you know what I mean? So you can see what was going on with the boat. Because, you know, I literally can't see the boat at all. Except for, you know, just the guide bars, basically. Guide bars on the trailer, a little bit of the wheel well. Okay, I would say it would have timed out by now if it was going to go away.
Well, I don't understand why it's upside down. Everything's upside down right now.
I don't know. Maybe there's a way that you can flip it.
Pushed all these buttons and
anyways, yeah, I'm probably sure there's a way. That's why it was messing me up when I was trying to back up. We'll have to look into that, but that's good. Even if it's upside down, it's still, I can see the boat. All right, so my lovely wife was able to figure it out. Yeah, we did have it flipped over. That's what was goofing me up when I was backing up. It was turning, you know, the opposite direction. Anyways, it was goofing me up because it was upside down, but she figured it out. So now we're good. We can see the boat. That's a plus. Because originally we tried to figure it out on this, and there's no way to make it happen. Or at least we couldn't figure it out. But now we got this little button. Alright, so that's a good thing. Come over this way. Okay, so we're getting ready to jump out on the highway here. So we're going to run this dude up to 70 and see how it feels. See what kind of acceleration we got. Okay, acceleration's pretty good. So we're up to 60. And about 3,000 RPMs. Semi blows me around a little bit when he goes by. So it was working a little bit at the top end to get me to 70. I guess we were going up a little grade. But I definitely feel the semi go by. It kind of rocked me. Alright, so not too much trouble here at 70. So we're at 75. Yeah, the boat looks good back there. It's not flailing around or anything. Alright, so you can see the boat. We're doing just about 75. The boat looks good and steady. Need Ready Eddie's boat to be steady, don't we? Right? Kind of like comic.
Yeah.
He's whooping down a Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich right now. Alright, so it's alright at 70. No issues. Got the cruise control on at 71, and we're starting up a hill, a small hill here. So it's definitely grunting. Okay, so we just downshifted. We went down to about 62 miles an hour. Okay, so now she's pulling her back up to 71. We're starting down the other side of this little hill. Okay, now we're starting to go up another little grade here. See when she downshifts. It's not a terrible big grade, but we are heading uphill. Get up here, you get up at the high end of 70, it's working a little bit harder. But I think you get driving in a big bunch of wind, and you're probably really going to feel it when you get up to the top end. But we're still heading. Couple numbers. We're about 600 pounds under on our front axle weight, and our drive axle, we're about 100 pounds over on our drive axle for the total weight. So I think we'll be fine. We'll just be pushing that little camper. Won't be able to load down the boat or anything, but it'll happen. Alright, so I thought I'd bring you in here by the fireplace since we got a fire tonight, and I'll give you my ending on our brand new camper purchase. So we're excited. We're going to take it out on a little adventure, and we'll be bringing that to you soon. So Ready Eddie, over and out. We'll see you.